AkaMya Culture Group here at this fine event this evening here at the Allen Spoonhunter Memorial Gym. We're just waiting for people to show up. Looks like we're hopefully going to have a big turnout tonight.
Thank you, Don. Aku everyone, and thank you so much for this opportunity to say a few words, to share a little bit about our people. My name is Mati Waiya. I'm Chumash from the coast of California. We talk about the ancient land and the ancestor this and the sacred that. We need to quit talking. We need to start doing something about it. We have a story about our hummingbird, which is like our third eye. It's what our heart and our spirit sees. It's what we dream of. It's what we hope for. We could never stop dreaming and having vision of what we need to do to make sure that everyone knows that we're here. We can't allow anymore to those that author our story and make a living up of our culture. We can't afford to have these anthropologists and archaeologists tell us who we are, how we live, how we die. We have to find within ourselves our birthright. There's a child right here that was just born not too long ago. And when he cried, when he came into this world, his birthright is to have a healthy land, water, and air. That's his true freedom. And I tell our children that, never be quiet. You need to be heard. You need to speak out. You need to step forward. These children are the next mothers and fathers and leaders of tomorrow. They need to be inspired. We need to invest in a future that we'll never see as adults. Because when we're born, we begin to die. That's life. So we have to really take a good look at what is it that we want for the future generations. So I want to share with you the Willow Song, because it's brought a lot of us together. And it's a blessing to know that the memory of our ancestors are smiling is the spirit of so many that go there. We have to help the generations that are following us to have their right to everything they deserve. And no one has the right to take that away from them. We have a story about the hawk and the sun. And there was a time that the sun stopped shining. And the people were worried because without the sun, it gets cold and it gets dark and nothing grows and things die. Another day passed and still no sun. And the people wondered, what did they do? Did they disrespect the sun? Did we forget to give our gratitude for every day the sun rises? A week passed and still no sun. So they sent the messengers to the bear people and the turtle people and the deer people, all the different clans, and they came together and they sent them toward the east, and they gathered around a ceremonial circle and they started to go around. They went around and around and they headed toward the east to bring back the sun. Another day passed, another week, no sun. And you can hear the babies in the village crying because the food was running out. And you can hear the grandfathers and grandmothers coughing and getting sick because without the sun, you don't have the medicine that nourishes us. And then one day, out of the forest, comes this old man. He's from the hot people. And he says, I bring you this young warrior to bring back the sun. And he starts to go around the sacred fire, and he runs toward the east, and he raises his arms. And he starts to fly, these beautiful wings. And he went over the mountains. Another day passed. Still no sun. And then one day they woke up and there was a little bit of light in the sky. And they looked toward the mountains and they see that little peak of the sun. And then they see half of the sun. And then they see the whole sun. And right below it was the hawk, flying. And it had the sun on its tail. And as the sun rose up into the sky and the hawk started coming back down to the people, the sun turns and tells the hawk, as a reminder for you bringing me back, I'll leave your tail red from the heat of my rays. And where I sit at the tip, I leave a little black mark to remind the people that every day that the sun rises is another day of life. And to appreciate that day. Because life is a gift. To be with your mother and father, friends and family, brothers and sisters. Because when we're born, we begin to die. And you should appreciate every day. We sometimes come out of our home and we think, I'm bummed out today. I don't know about today. I hate this. I got to do that. You're scheduling yourself and you're already having all this pressure and you haven't even lived one day of life yet. You haven't even walked out the door and you already think you know what your day's going to be like. Live natural time. Take a good look at what's around you. Look around here, look at the medicine, look at the spirit, look at the memory of the ancestors that are here on this land, on that mountain, on that valley, in that water. Let it teach you, let it wake you up. Maybe you already did that. I'm just saying it's done that to us. And now we're taking the responsibility, and now we're challenging the system. And now we're teaching our children their right to the home. Thank you again for giving us the chance to be here and share a little bit about what we're doing. Thank you.
Oh. Manahui Numa, Sage Romero with AkaMya Cultural Dance Group. We're here at the gym tonight. We had a fine presentation from Mati. Let him introduce himself to us right now.
Aku, Mati Waiya, Chumash, down by the coast where the land and the water are. So grateful for being here today, here at your land, talking with your families and enjoying such a beautiful meal. It's our honor to travel down here and spend time and see your country and the good hearts and hospitality. Thank you so much, Brother Sage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Such good words with us today. So could you kind of share with us your views on what we should be doing today as in securing our rights? How we should be more active?
Well, you know, some of the things that we're doing right now that have really shown to be a good, promising effort is challenging development or reviewing, you know, any EIR or information that's being presented to the public. Sometimes we think we need experts to comment, when in reality, you know, our voice and our place in submitting verbally, orally, or in writing gives us a better chance to be successful in the enforcement of environmental laws and cultural preservation laws. Now, if we start doing this from the beginning, then we're setting the stage to go to court. Let's go to court. You know what? There's a lot of attorneys that will represent our effort. And it's a matter of really getting engaged in that and getting an experience in that, and before you know it, you're a threat to what's been the norm. And it's not normal, because this is our home. We have every right, we have standing, and that's what they don't have. They don't have the history, they don't have the ancestry, and we do. We have an obligation to be the stewards of our home. And they're just environmentalists or developers. We gotta fight for it. We have to fight for it.
So you got any words of encouragement to our people, youth, anybody out there that might be sharing views?
I say it over and over. We need to invest in a future that we'll never see. Well, myself, you're a young man. You know, a lot of us older people, you know, life is not forever. We have youth that are the mothers and fathers of tomorrow, the leaders and teachers of the future. They're going to learn by example. And we got to invest in a future that maybe we'll never see. But they're going to be the ones that stand a better chance to get what was a gap, where our mothers and fathers couldn't live the Indian life. And now we, as a little younger, I'm older than you, have stood up to the system. But our youth, they'll be creating a new way, a new history, a new song, a new dance. We can't be the people that we used to be, because that's past. But we are the people that's going to make a history of tomorrow. Because our ancestors would be ashamed of us if we stopped evolving. It's time for us to move forward, and we talk about sacred this and ancestral that. It's time to quit talking. It's time for us to take action and do what we know we can do. And we have to believe in ourselves. We have to. We have to.
Thank you, brother. That's some good words.
Hey.
Manahobu. That's how we say thank you.
Oh, Manahobu.
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 Yeah.
All right. All right. That's right. Yeah, this is forehead, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That means there's trust.
Yeah.
Nothing to hide.
Definitely.
That's the third eye, brother. Thank you so much.
One more question. It is for those fed up with the system, those caught up in the law, caught up in the medical system, tribal system. What is there to do for those? Because I know a lot of the things that you're saying are solutions are kind of going the fighting the system within the system, right? Through the laws, through starting an organization. Kind of, what do you have to say to those people who are fed up with the system? You know, almost don't even want to fight even within the system. What is there for them to do?
Are you talking about like tribal Native people?
Yeah, Native people.
If they don't want to fight that system? Mm-hmm. Well, you know, if people don't want to get engaged in challenging that governs us, because it governs us. There's no way around it. If the light's red, you better stop, or you're gonna get a ticket. So you gotta deal with regulations. But if you don't want to get involved in that, then you start praying and dancing. You start singing. You start lighting those sacred fires. You start looking down deep. You start going through visions. You take 4 or 5 days of reflection. Go through a ceremony and start teaching your material culture. Start putting yourself out there. Start presenting. Programs, your dance, your story, your message. We present, I don't know how many messages now. We're presenting messages on marine life, on fisheries, the science, and the culture. And if, that's not even fighting the system. That's us doing what nobody else could do. Because if it comes up from your voice, and you present it, and you dance it, or you sing it, or you show it, and you inspire pride, and you inspire hope, or sacredness, or spirituality, there's nobody else that can do that but Native people. Right. We're not Crystal Age people, we're not New Agers, we're not hippies, we're people with value and core values of our people. So if you don't want to get involved in fighting government or fighting that, you can fight it through the sacredness of your action.